Hi there, it's Karen here. Welcome back to Moroccan Journal Monday. And we're just going to carry on working in our signature, adding papers to the paper bags until we're ready to sew it in, and then we'll start to properly decorate everything. At the moment I'm just covering the bags with papers just to make it all part of a, take it all into the same theme and colour scheme and all of that. So I've pulled out some papers ready so that we can just crack on, hopefully, and get a few pages done, or at least a few paper bags. So welcome along. If you're new here, if you're a new subscriber, very much your big, huge welcome. And yeah, we're just going to carry on where we left off last week, basically. So, which is, I'm going to take this out here. So last week we were working on this paper bag, this prescription bag, and all was left to finish really was the pockets. We've done everything else. So I just want to cover the pockets. Now all I'm going to do this time is cover them with paper, and then in a future video at some point I'm going to be doing a lot more decorative things to these. I may make a snippet roll or something like that with all my lovely fabrics, but for now I just want to cover these up. So I've chosen this piece of paper. I'm just wondering whether I need to use it for both. I might well do, actually. So I'm just going to cut it or tear it. I'm going to mark it first. So how's everybody doing? We're having a lovely sunny day today. It's the middle of the last week of August. And tomorrow is my birthday. So I may well make a video tomorrow as well, because I'm not doing an awful lot during the day. So we'll see. Or at least as far as I'm aware, I'm not doing anything much during the day. We are going out in the evening. We have booked to go out for a nice meal in the evening, just me and Richard. And we've got my younger daughter and her husband and her little boy, who's nearly a year old, will be coming over on Friday to celebrate with me. My other daughter is going to be away over the weekend, so we're not going to see her. Don't know when we're going to see her, really. Okay, now, I have no idea what I just did, but it's complete. I've torn it. There's my mark. I tore it in the wrong place, didn't I? Okay. Told you I should never talk and try and craft at the same time, because it just doesn't work. And I'm going to just fold that there, and hopefully I'll have another go at tearing this. I'm going to tear it where my fold is. And another shot at tearing it. I thought it was a bit wide. There's my mark. Try and make sure I'm tearing straight. I'm a bit of a devil for not lining things up properly. So that isn't straight, but then it's not supposed to be, because that pocket has been cut at a slight angle, so that's hopefully come out about right. Okay, turn this down now. Yes, I hope you're all well, having still a last few flashes of summer. I don't know how long this brief interlude of warm weather will last. I'm feeling not very long. So that's going to go on there. So yeah, I'm happy with that. Let's just grab my glue book. A glue book. I have more than one going on at the moment. Oh. This one's falling apart, so I just have to grab a few pages. And I've got some more Yoo-hoo, because I was not happy with my glue that I was using. I may have mentioned that just once or twice. Although I have been making some videos that you won't have seen yet. I might have been moaning about my glue on those, I don't know. They're for a bit later in the year, those videos, and that's all I'm going to say for now. Oh, it's nice to have a proper amount of glue. I really had to really work at it to get the glue off those little glue sticks. And then they wouldn't stay stuck. There we are. That's good. All covered. Happy with that. Make sure it's all, yep. And let's do the other one. I've got some, just use some more of that paper, I think, because it's rather nice here. I think I might just, it's got some kind of, where it was torn, I've got the white bits showing. I'm just going to cut along there. Let's get rid of the, I don't know what you call them, little fluffy white bits on the edge of the paper where it was torn. Okay, let's have another shot at doing this. I'm going to have to do it that way because that's the end I need. And I'll mark it this side. I'll be able to see what, hopefully I'll tear in the right spot this time. So it's a really warm day. I've just come back from a very nice lunch with a friend that I've got to know, become friendly with from my craft club. We went out for lunch once before. We get on really well, and she only lives up the road to me, so it's quite nice to have somebody new to go out for lunch with. And yeah, it's that way around. And she had a birthday last month, so we're kind of celebrating our birthdays together. So I'm sort of going to, I think I might just cut it at an angle, this piece. Try and get it about right. About there. Yeah. That's all right. Okay. And then make sure I just mark this little bit and just try and tear that off. Oh, it's very warm in my craft room this afternoon. I didn't really think to leave my blinds shut during the morning, and the sun's been coming in all morning, and it's really warm in here now. My thermometer was saying 27. So I think this is the only day it's going to get really warm like this. Oh, my little bin's in the wrong place. Go over there. That's where I like it. And I'm just going to glue this one on. It's quite soft, the glue, which is fine. It means it spreads nicely. I won't complain about it ever again after the other one. Okay, put that there. Oops. That going there. And then if I've made it a little bit too big, I'll just trim it. Looks like it might need a little trimming. Yeah, but that's okay. I'd rather do that than having it come up a bit short. I'll just properly glue it. Let's just trim across there. The right spot as well. Whoops. Just trim that a little bit more there. Not that it will show, I suppose, once the pocket's closed. And okay. Now I don't know if I really want to. I'm just going to shape that just a touch at that edge. Just bring it in a tiny bit so it's not sticking out. There we go, that's better. Probably should do the same on the other side. Just a really tiny slither. There. So it just brings it in a little from the edge. I don't think this even needs inking, to be honest. Did I ink the others? I did. Probably I should just do a little bit then. Sometimes I think, oh, is it worth it? Especially on papers that are already quite vintage looking, but it does kind of finish off the edges of pockets and things a bit, doesn't it? So they're inked now. Do I do a little divot? No, I don't think I will. I don't think I will on these. And now just gluing down the edges of the sides of the pockets. Ooh. Okay. That one. Just looks a little. There's a little bit of green showing here now, where I've pulled the slight edge of the pocket in, but I'm just going to have to live with that, I think. And there's a little bit of paper showing at the bottom here. Oh, where is it? A bit, and then I'll do it. And now the other pocket. Just a little tiny bit needing trimming. And now we can put that back. Okay, that now goes in the signature. There we are, okay. So, don't know whether I should cover this up. I don't know how much it would show once it's sewn in, really. Didn't realise that was showing actually. Does it show on the other side? Not so much. I wonder. I'll think about that later because it just makes another layer of thickness, doesn't it, to sew through. Right, so that's that. Then we put that back in. There's that one. And now we've got this little pocket, this little paper bag here. So just take out the signature. And I'm just wondering, I wouldn't mind just making this little pocket, this paper bag a little bit smaller. It comes out just a bit further than I would like, I think. So it's cut at both ends. Oh, and it's all torn on this side. So I think I'm going to cut this down a little bit. Just to make it so that there are some variety of sizes and lengths, different heights, different lengths. These can both be, this can be a little bit smaller, I think. Whoops, just dropped my trimmer on the floor. Sorry about that. Nasty clatter. Hopefully it'll be all right there. Doesn't appear broken, so I think we're okay. So I'm wondering if is that enough? Yeah, just brings it in a little bit so it's not all one level. That's really what I was after. So I think on this side I'm going to do, so did I? Don't know how many bits of paper I pulled out for this. Not enough because I need 4, don't I? Okay, so take that as far as I can there. Moroccan pencil there. Okay. And let's take this paper bag out completely and we can work on it. So we got that up there. Oh, having a bit of glue issue. This pouring out for some reason. Doesn't usually do that. Blobs of glue everywhere now. And on my pencil. Don't know what's going on. Never normally does that. Maybe it's the heat. Making it expand and bubble up, I don't know. Alright, I'm going to pop that on there. Bear in mind I'm going to add embellishments later. I just want to cover these paper bags so they don't look like paper bags anymore. Well, they don't look like prescription bags and the like anymore. Oop. Nope, I don't want you to stick on there. I haven't finished gluing it yet. Let's try another one. Haven't got any glue up here. It's no good doing that to me. Right. Now I can glue. I love these William Morris papers. They come in all the different colours and then you can just use them to go with any project. just slide that up a bit. Okay, do I have any? Yep, a little bit of sticking out there. Right, lovely. Now the one inside has got to be next to this. So I did pull a piece out, but I don't know if I was meaning it for here or for the outside. I don't think I like it there, so I think it must be for the other side. I think I forgot about the inside pieces when I was choosing papers. Let's see what I've got in my folder. I did print a few pieces off, and I'm just wondering how this one would look. Oh no, that's too bright. Too bright, too bright. In that particular spot. So thinking one of these. No, not that one. One of those somewhere. Here we go. I'm sure. Oh, there. No, I'm sure I printed two of these ones with the hexagonal shapes on. I did. No, that wasn't the one I meant. I don't think. I did the big one. Yes, I did. Thought I had. And I haven't used any of this. I think this would be quite a nice one to go on here. Right. Okay. That can go there like that. I like that. Yep. I'm going to just, I think I'll ink it before I add it. Which I didn't do to the other one, of course, because I didn't think of it. But I will. So I just trimmed that that bit off because I hadn't quite managed to get the paper right over to the edge. I just thought, well, just trim it off a bit. It doesn't matter if it's not exactly the same as the other end. I'd already cut that bit off anyway, hadn't I? So I know that watching me gluing on bits of paper onto paper bags is not the most exciting thing to watch, but it's a necessary part of the process to prepare the paper bags for turning into a journal, because the fun part will be, of course, when we come back and start decorating and adding pockets and doing some fun things with them. But before I can do that, I have to do this. So it's just one of those things we have to do before we can move on. So at least with it being white, I can ink it and cover up the white on the folds. A bit more difficult with the green. That corner wasn't quite caught. And let's have a look on the inside. Yeah, it looks a little bit wrinkly, but I think it'll flatten out when it dries. That's all right. Okay, so we need to find another piece for the other side of here. And I'm wondering how that would look. So upside down, because a lot of these have got this little sort of scripty bit, so you can kind of see which way up it's meant to be just from that. Yes, that's the right way up. So that's going to be along there. I think that'll be okay. Yep. So I'll just do the same again. Just right, so that's that one down. I think it's the right way up. It's not easy to tell, but I think it's the right way up. And just one more piece to go. And I'm going to use this, I think. Yep. So right, and tear that one down. Okay, I'll ink the fold, disguise the paper bag, should I say. Hold it inked more or less around there. Now let's see if I need to trim any. Suspect I might. Yes, a little bit. Not too bad. Okay, that's that done. So I think we're going to, that's going to go in there. Yep, that looks fine like that. Now they go nicely together as well. And then that one and that one, that all looks fine as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so, oh, I hadn't realised that this one, which is the same paper, is right next door. May have to move that around a bit, but we'll see what else we're going to do first. Okay, so I've got a few bits here. So this paper bag, I've done something a little different. I'm just going to take the whole, hang on, whole thing out. Okay, this might take a little work. I think this will definitely be the last thing I do in this video, if I get it finished even. I've just grabbed a few things really. Don't know if it'll change. So what I did do, because this bag is quite big, it's quite tall, and I thought, well, I'm either going to have to make some really big journal cards, which I could do. I may still do in other things. I thought I'd just sew this one down the middle. And then I've got a slightly more manageable set of pockets for smaller journal cards to go in. But what I want to do first is cut down there, I think. Or shall I cover it and then cut it? Maybe I'll cover it and then cut it. Oh yeah. But what I did want to do, I want to make each pocket look different. So I'm going to do a bit of stenciling on this one. And then I'm going to do a little bit of paper as well. So I've got to get my inks out, which I have forgotten to do. I won't be a moment. So I've got choices. Not sure if they're all going to work. So I've got this one, which is called, what's this one actually called? It's a really old one. Rio Purple, this one's called. This is by a company called Whispers, but it's an archival ink. Then I've got two distress inks. So I've got picked raspberry and seedless preserves. There's a case of which is the colour that will go best with this. I'm going to go do a little something on the back just to see. It's quite a purpley purple. This is a bit more pink than purple, so maybe I need to do a bit of this. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of putting a little bit of colour on the back just to see how it might look. That's really bright. Would that go? Actually, I think it might. Maybe I'm going to go like that. Go with the bright pink on this, because then I've got some bright pink papers for the bottom as well. Or should I go a little bit seedless preserves? Let's try this as well. If I can get the lid off. Ooh, that's fairly dark. How would that look with that? I might try that. I know, a bit mad. But what I do want to do is, grab a piece of book page and cover the bottom half. Because I only want to do the stenciling, I think, on the top pocket. I want to make each pocket look identifiable as a separate pocket. That's the idea. And I might do some stenciling, or maybe I'll do some stamping on the others, because when they're white you can do a variety of things, can't you? Okay, let's take it off the edge a little bit. And we'll go with the seedless preserves, but try not to go too dark. That's the idea. Oop. It's quite a pinky purple, so it might work okay with the paper. right to the edge. Okay. I like the archway. So this is, although it says Deco Arch, this is called Deco Arch. Sorry, I should have told you that. To me, it reminds me of all the arches in Marrakesh that we saw. So I'm happy to use that. And let's try. Oh, this paper is upside down if I do it like that. I really want a piece to go round, don't I? But it's the writing, I think, yeah, the writing's upside down. That's what I was thinking I would do, but the writing's upside down, so it doesn't work. Let's see if I've got any more of that. I may well do. I had quite a bit of it, I think. Or is it a different one? And I do have this one, but it hasn't got the writing on it, which is what I was wanting to use. Well, okay. Alright, let's take this bit of writing, improvise a little bit now. Okay, something like that, and then I can have a piece of this as well. Let's get the ink out of the way before I get in a horrible mess. I'm going to do that, and so this video is going to air next Monday, should be the 2nd of September, and that's the day we are travelling up to Yorkshire for a week, which means that I've done my best to film ahead, and hopefully I'll have enough videos for next week to cover my period away, but the week I get back I'm not so sure. Even maybe 2 weeks, because we've got the week after we come back on the Monday, we've got things going on nearly every day that week, one way or another. I might be able to squeeze a video in here and there, but of course we'll have things to do after a holiday. There'll be washing to do and shopping and, you know, the normal stuff for running a house that you don't get to do when you're away. So I can't make any promises that there will be videos for the next couple of weeks after next week. So just bear with. If there are gaps, I apologise, and I'll get back into it as soon as I possibly can. But I'm sort of saying now there will probably be a 2-week gap in my filming, just because I won't have much chance to get in, and then I will try and pick it up from there on and just keep going after that. So I apologise. It's the way it is. It's life. We have to do our things, don't we? We have to live. Right, I'm going to use this lovely bright piece of pink here, because I think it goes quite well with this, which is a more William Morris. Bit of that. What else can I use? Got a few bits here, but I don't know if I was meant to be using them. Doesn't matter. I will got this bit of book page, which I have a feeling I had designated for something else, but I'm going to grab it anyway. or at least I might find a smaller piece. Actually, it's a bit of a waste because I only want it for a little bit, because I really want to use a bit of this as well. Oh, so maybe I need a couple of bits of small bits of book page. Let's see what I can find. I've got this piece. I think this is a bit of Italian newspaper or something. I only need a little bit. So I shall just tear a little bit. Put that in there, I think. That can go there. And that can go, oh no, it needs to go along a little bit further, but I'm going to be trimming this pocket down to open it. So I think we'll go with, should have made it a little bit longer I think, but I didn't. So we'll go with it and trim it to that point. Okay, so I want this to go to the end here. I'll have to straighten this edge off, but put that there. Oh, that's really not long enough, is it? No, 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 no. Well, in that case, maybe I could do that instead. How about that? Slide it up a bit. And that'll go there. Yeah, that works. Yep, I really wanted to use that piece, so now I have. Just not where I planned. I didn't make it long enough. Let's find another piece that is long enough. What about this piece? Oh, a bit of German. Yeah, that'll be fine. Right, so, well, nope, that way, that way. Now, I think I might now trim off this edge. Here's my trimmer that I have rescued from the floor. Okay. Let's see if we've got two opening pockets now. One there, yes. One there, yes, and sealed down the middle. Good, good. Okay, so I'm going to hopefully quickly do the inside on this half. Let's see if we can just get that done quick. So I'm going to do this one kind of neutral with just some book page, I think, with just a little pop of colour, and you'll see what I'm planning to do with it, which I may even do. Nope. I don't really like the black lines. I'm going to get rid of that. Okay. So I think I pop that here. And I've got this piece. It's one of the wormy papers that I got in one of Rachel's packs. So I'm just going to only want the script. So I might just pop that behind here, like that. I might as well just tear this piece off as well, I don't need all that. That behind there, and that behind there. So let's glue those on. I think I better just quickly ink around some of it. Okay, got that there. And on these two, oh, I've got a bit of, with all that glue, and I managed to miss this corner. Who'd have thought it? Right, and then on these two little corners, I'm just going to put a bit of this. So I'm going to take that strip and for that piece I'm just going to tear a little piece off for that top corner. And of course I haven't torn enough, and I'm left a little, is that part of the, oh I see, that's part of the gusset of the, all right, okay, well I need to still glue that down, so, okay, try another piece. I tear it there. Is that wide enough? Yes, it is. So, don't want much there, just a little piece for that corner. And okay, that's going to go right there. Good. And then we've got a little piece to go down here, which I'm going to tear so it's not looking too straight. I bet I've made this too small now. Oh no, that works just right. Okay. How wide? Have I got any allowance? Not really, so I'll just leave it straight. I think that edge, I don't tear it because otherwise I'll probably end up with it being too small. Okay. Right, so that's that one, and the plan is for this one, I've got some of these journal cards from the kit. They will go on they'll make good pockets as well. So I've got this one. I wanted a colourful one, so I think this is the one. And I thought I might put it on here, but have it, I think I'll have it as a top pocket because I'll have a card going in the sides. It'd be nice to have something going in the top, wouldn't it? So I think I'm just going to do that because that's what I'd like to put there. before I change my mind. So I'm going to put that on straight away, and then that, apart from a little bit of extra, maybe a little bit of embellishment, that one's kind of done. Okay, there's a bit of purple in there, so just pop that there and there, and we've got a pocket on our paper bag. Right, so then this one here, I might cover the whole thing because we've got lots of seams and things here. So I think I've got a piece that would do that. It's got this piece. It's very pale and fairly white looking. But never fear, that won't be the case when I've finished with it. Okay, let's try and fold it straight. It has got a very subtle design, and of course it's got this bit of script here. And just need to tear a little bit more off the side to finish it. Miraculously, I seem to have done that straight, so clearly this needs a good ink. Go away. Yes, probably a good thing I haven't stamped it yet, because I probably would have made all the stamping smudge doing that. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my Tim Holtz stamps, that is the fragments stamps, and I'm going to use that corner one. By the way, I made these following a Tracy Fox, I suppose a tutorial, where she used some of these popper folders, cut them to size for her Tim Holtz stamps, and just sewed it down and trimmed off the excess. And they're really good. It really works. You can see what you've got, but it keeps them nice and secure. Okay, and I will... Forgot to get out my stamp block. No, not there. I keep forgetting which drawer I put them in because I think I moved them. So, again, I'm not sure which colour would be best. Let's have a look at the colour of the... It's quite pink. I think I'm going to use this one. I want a definite purple. Okay. Probably should have put it on my foam pad and I totally forgot, so I don't know what this is going to turn out like. Oh, now I'm worried, but I can always cover it up with paper. Oh, it's quite faint. I don't know if that's because it's a bit wet. It could be. Sure I thought I used this on something that came out really well. So now I'm not sure. I don't even know if you can see that. But I think I might use a bit of of a bit of paper as well. I just feel like it needs a little extra, some more colour. A little bit going along there, I think. Yeah, I think I put that there. I'm trying to think if there's one I've forgotten that I've got. Never mind. I've come out a bit paler than I planned, but it still makes a nice pattern. This is more subtle, I would say, but we'll add a bit more of some other things I expect as we go along. Do a bit of decorating and it'll be subtle no more. Okay, put that there, I think. Maybe we need to do a little bit of gentle script. Perhaps that would be a good idea. I think this video is probably, as always, going way too long. But I will just have to edit out the bits that are too boring to watch, or speed them up. I'm going to do a little bit of. I'm going to find my little script stamps. This is these are two little Kaisercraft stamps. I think I bought them separately. One's sheet music and one is script. But they're really handy. They're just right for these sort of small areas. And I'm going to use sepia. I don't want it too dark. I don't want the dark brown. I'm going to use this one because I want it to be a bit subtle like the rest of this. It's quite a subtle background, but it's just a little bare for me. There we are. Just a little bit more. There we go. That's enough. But that looks more finished now to me. So that's it for today. I'm sure this video has gone on plenty long enough. But I'm pleased with what we've achieved today. So we've got really, really bright on this side, and then just a little bit more toned down on the inside. And I think that's as it should be. It doesn't all have to be very, very bright and in your face, does it? I think that's actually, I really quite like this one now. I think it is quite subtle with just that pop of colour. But yeah, it looks really pretty. And I have got another one of these which could go there, but I might put something else, something smaller maybe. I don't know yet. When we come to it, we'll see how I feel. So that's it. Thank you for joining me. I will put this back in its spot in the signature till next time. I'm not sure when that'll be. I mean, I do want to get back in here as soon as I possibly can. Okay, it was here. I did change this because this was... Hang on. I moved it. I swapped it with this one because it was too close to what I'd just done, wasn't it? So I have swapped them over. Hopefully this will still look okay with this one. That will go there. That goes there. Sorry, you can't even see. I'm so sorry. So we've got that one there. I think actually I'm really finding this one of my favourites spreads. I like this one as well because it's really, this is very pale and subtle, so that looks good there. Yes, it's so much fun doing this. You ought to give it a try. I hope you're somebody out there is having a go at one of these. They're lots of fun, especially when you mix it with other things, and you can really have fun with your paper bags and get them to tie in with everything else that you've got. So it's filling up it's beginning to fatten up with all the papers that we're adding. So it'll fill up our journal cover in no time, I don't doubt. So there we go. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it too. And I'll see you as soon as I can. There may be an odd video popping in. I may be able to manage a Roxy's Weekly Challenge when I can. But I think overall, probably for the next couple of weeks, it's going to be a bit quiet around my craft room. So I'll see you as soon as I can. Bye for now.